Going on, guys? Slay by Blade here. Hopefully you guys are having a good one, and welcome to week 159 of my top 5 knifing feeds of the week. I'd like to apologize for this episode going up so late, but I had to prioritize putting up xJMx's 100k Team Taj Part 2. If you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. I'll leave a link down in the description. But in regards to this week's top 5, I did decide to do a quest special for this week's episode, so all the clips in this week's top 5 are quest feeds, and if you send in a clip that you think should be in the top 5 but it wasn't a quest feed, feel free to resubmit it, and I'll explain all that in detail at the end of the video. But with all that being said, let's jump into this week's top 5. Kicking us off this week at the number 5 spot, we've got SBB, and he's playing some drop zone on Prison Break. Call of Duty Ghost, flanking up behind the enemy team. He's going to be holding the vector, gets 2, 1 through the railing. He's going to get 3 more on top of the drop zone for the 5 on-screen throwing knife feed, and he doesn't notice that he leaves that last guy back there for the 6-man. That is unfortunate. Next up at the number 4 spot for this week, we've got BSB Blades, and he's playing some TDM on Warhawk. Call of Duty Ghost, holding the SVU. He gets 2 in the window. He's going to go out onto the roof, get the 3rd, jumps onto the truck for the 4th for the SVU quest on all those elevated areas. Very nice. At the number 3 spot for this week, we've got Zeffy, and he's playing some TDM on Summit. Black Ops 1 holding the stakeout. He's going to pop around the corner and pick up 2 quick tomahawks, heading towards their spawn. He's going to catch 2 more guys heading up the hill for the quad on screen, heading deeper into their spawn, gets 2 more tomahawks for the 6-man stakeout quest with 2 quad on screens. Our runner-up for this week in the number 2 spot is going to be Saber Hyper, and not many people are crazy enough to play drone TDM, but even less people are crazy enough to try and quest with an RPG on it. But Hyper says, call me what you want, I just hit the RPG quest on drone. And finally, at the number 1 spot for this week, we've got Quack OC, and he's playing some drop zone on Mission, Modern Warfare 3, holding the UMP-45. He picks up 2 quick throwing knives, looks to his right, spazzes out and throws 2 throwing knives, one of them banking off the staircase and the other hitting the guy dead on for the clean UMP-45 quest on Modern Warfare 3. And that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks everyone who submitted. This was an insane week. I'm really happy we got to do like a quest special sort of thing. We'll go back to normal for next week. And obviously, as you can probably see, we do have a different submission screen. I've decided to add a couple more options for you guys to submit clips because it has gotten increasingly difficult to send YouTube messages, and more people are asking me how to do that. So I figured I would try and make this a little bit more simple for you guys. So as usual, I will only be accepting YouTube links, and you're still more than welcome to send those to my channel via YouTube PMs. I'll be checking that regularly. And you're also now going to be able to submit your clips to a Google document that's going to be linked in the description. I'll be checking that, and you guys can just fill out the form and send your clips in that way. Hopefully that'll be a lot easier than some people who are having trouble sending me YouTube messages. And you'll also be able to tweet your links at me on Twitter. I'll be accepting submissions on Twitter at all times, so be sure to tweet them at me at SlayedByBlade on Twitter. I also accept submissions for xJMx's top 5 on Twitter, so be sure to specify which top 5 you're submitting for. And of course, if you're having trouble recording a clip on Xbox, feel free to send me a message and I'll try and get that recorded for you as soon as I can. Obviously, this top 5 has grown a good bit in the last year, so it does take me a lot longer to get that kind of thing recorded for you guys, so I apologize for the wait, but I'll do my best to get everybody as soon as I can. But hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. You guys know I always reply to all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys take it easy. Peace.